Hi, my name is Trey Dew. I'm a support engineer here at E1 Solutions. Today I'll be showing you how to set up a simple XML data source in smartconnect.com. To start from the dashboard, all you'll need to do is go to the data sources tab here and press this little box to open up the menu. Once you open up this menu, go ahead and find the bulk sources, which is right here. Also hit that menu to bring down the last three options here. You'll have file, folder, and query. For this example, we will go into file. Once in here, you'll see all of your file data sources that you have set up, which will be XML, text, and Excel files. So if you don't have any set up, all you need to do is go ahead and go to this plus create bulk file over here, and you'll see three options for Microsoft Excel, text file, and XML file. Only the Excel file will require Microsoft products. The text and XML, you will not need to have any Microsoft subscription to set up a data source for that. So for this example, we'll go into the XML file. And then once in here, we'll need to give it a simple description. For this one, I'll just call it test for XML. Once I have this set up, you have this option to select the source at runtime, which basically makes this a template file or a source file. If you select this, it'll use it as a template, and if you have the same column headers and all the same fields, it'll use your new source file or the file you select when you're running the integration instead of this template file that we are setting up here, which can be used if you want to run a specific file for every time you run the integration. But for this example, we will just use a select source file here. So once you do that, go ahead and find your XML file that you want to use. I have one right here. And then if it is successful, you'll see this gets grayed out, and then you'll have a couple of options here. You can select a transform file if you need that for your XML file. In most cases, you won't, but you will know if you do. Basically, when you set up the XML, it will explicitly tell you or explicitly give you the transform file. And if you aren't given one, you don't need to select this option at all. But you can go into the edit format here. So this will show you every single basically field it found in the XML file that you gave it. So it has all these options of what to basically do here, and you can unselect these if you don't want to see a couple of these fields. And it'll also say you what kind of data type, and also, which is a really nice detail in here, you can change these from strings to floats to even lookups. But I will be leaving these all as strings, and I will actually leave them all enabled. And I believe you can, or maybe eventually you can edit these column names. But it's not what we want to do right now, since this is just, yeah, the display name. That's what I meant. You can change this to whatever you would like. So we'll just call this one test for fun. How about? And this is basically what we're going to see in the preview once we make sure we edit the format as much as we want. And yeah, I'll press OK and I'll hit validate. And if all of your transforms were all successful in that, you will see that it was validation successful down here. Then to actually preview the file that you have saved, made, you just got to press save, and it will say successfully, and you now have this preview button that you can see. And look at that, all of these great files is looking exactly how you're expecting it. All the names in the right order. The data is looking correct as well. I'll even pull this one up in the actual XML format here so that you can see what it is actually looking like. See, this is our actual file, and then this is what it compiles into after you run it through Smart Connect, and it looks good. And you can send it to any destination that you want once you have it in here. And since you have already pressed save, you can close out of this and find that file in the search box over here. So I'll just go and search for test or XML. You can see right here, I have the options of copying the source, deleting the source, or editing it. So I will go ahead and press edit, and we are right back in here. Press validate, you can preview it again, and it looks exactly like it should. So that is all you'll need to know to set up a simple test for XML data source in smartconnect.com. Thank you.